Got Girls, take 2.
Todd Walker and Todd Meade decided they wanted to start a band, and they were looking for a drummer, and I just happened to be friends of theirs. And I didn't play, but I wanted to be in a band. And so I said, I'll play. And I taught myself. And that was about 2 years ago. And we played the same setup we have now, except a different bassist, Todd Walker's brother. And we did that for a few months, played one gig. And then we took about 9 months off, went our own directions, and then got back together with a new bassist. I didn't even like drums, you know. When I started, I always liked guitar, but they needed a drummer, and now I love it. It's a great instrument.
This is Page Royce, famous drummer of the famous band Defenestration, setting up his famous Tama drum set.
It takes as much time to set up as to play the actual show. A lot of people don't realize that, because it's more than just playing the music. We have to tear this down and put it up every show. It takes a lot of work. This guy helps me.
Oh yeah.
He's my pal.
No, but I think, you know, there's a lot else that goes, like just getting the sound right and all that stuff. And I mean, you just try and be helpful where you're, you know, can be helpful.
What were your major influences, like when you were a kid, on the way up to now?
Well, when I was a kid, like when I was in 3rd grade, or 4th grade, I guess, my oldest brother joined one of those Tape of the Month clubs, you know, and he got all these really scary groups like Blood Rock and Alice Cooper, and he used to scare us with them, me and my other brother, who's like 4 years older than I am. And it was just, these were just so strange and so scary when all the lights were out. And then like 2 or 3 years later, I started really listening to this stuff. When I was about in 6th grade, I started listening to Alice Cooper and really enjoying it. It was like he was just this really cool person that, I mean, I don't know if he was a person really, but I mean, he just, the way he was just on stage and his records and everything, it was just so decadent. Everything I was against, but everything I loved at the same time. So I started listening to them, and like I'd spend the weekend at my aunt's in Kansas who had the farm, and she had the stereo, and I'd put on New York Dolls, and her and the friend that was living with her would just go screaming out of the house because they couldn't handle it. And that was like rock music, you know. It was just like at its best.